Hey y'all. Well, today is Tuesday, August the 29th. And we're getting ready for, I think her name's Idalia. I thought they said Valdalia. Anyway, she's stinky like an onion. But we are going to have to be busy today trying to get ready. So it's now 11:20 Eastern time, and I've decided for me and Howard to have a good lunch. I'm going to make us an omelet. Now, omelets are easy to make. Anybody can make them. But I'm so excited because I'm going to make it out of our eggs. We got blue eggs and we got brown eggs. I'm so happy. My little girls are doing so good. We're getting 4 eggs a day. And you know I like to cook. And when we get a whole bunch, I'll freeze dry them. But this omelet's going to be a simple omelet. I had ham in the freezer. I always have cheese. I've got onion. I never waste my onion. If I use part of it, I put part in the refrigerator. And I've got some peppers that I had in the freezer, and I've got some tomatoes that my neighbor, Kathy, gave me, that she brought down. And so we're gonna have us a good omelet. I'm gonna show y'all, I'm gonna crack this blue egg. They all look the same. They're the eggs, but isn't that pretty? Looks like Easter, don't it? These are like kind of small because they just started laying. They start out small and then they get bigger. Look at that beautiful egg. Those egg yolks are perfect. Perfect. The reason I got 5 in there is because they are small eggs. Well, what I do when I'm going to do an omelet, I always take and cut up my ham real small. This is regular spiral ham that I took the fat off. And I stick it in the microwave and kind of preheat it up. And I've got my tomato cut up. Got butter in my pan. And I'm going to go get the onion out of the microwave and the peppers. I kind of pre-cook them too. I would have, see, they're all pre-cooked. You don't want them real raw. I would have mushrooms in it, but my mushrooms are all freeze-dried, and I didn't take them out in time enough to soak them and let them come back. So, because I want to get this show on the road. Cloudy outside right now, but I don't think that's really a lot to do with the storm. But I'm going to show y'all the storm on and off, so y'all come back and watch. I'll show y'all my little cook stove I have for when the power goes off. And it was very inexpensive. You can get them off of Amazon. And the fuel you can get at Sam's. And I'll show it to you. Probably cook on it. I don't think we're going to get a lot of bad stuff from this, like really, really bad, but you can lose power, and you always have to be ready with water and power. You have to have batteries, and I'll show you some of the stuff that we use. And we have generators. We got several generators. We have a motorhome, and we have another camper that we're getting ready to travel in on the truck. But you always have to be ready. Don't be lax, because when Michael hit, we thought it was going to be a 2. We went to bed, thought it was going to be a 2, and it ended up being a 5, and it completely destroyed Mexico Beach, Tyndall Air Force Base. Panama City was in bad shape all around here, so you never take them too lightly. I mean, you want to be careful. So I'm going to bring y'all back and show y'all how I'm going to cook this omelet. Okay, here we go. Now, you all know I have an induction stove, and it gets hot really fast. So I started out on high power, and I reduced the power because it won't take long and it will burn. I love this stove. It doesn't heat up the house. I'm whipping my eggs up. You want to froth them up as much as you can. Like I say, I already have my onions hot, but I'm going to pour them in there and let them sizzle a little bit more with my ham, because I want it to be a little bit more caramelized. This is all in a non-stick pan, so it's easier to control it sticking. This is an omelet for two. I'm just making one big omelet for us instead of making two small ones. We'll cut it in half. You can put sour cream on it, salsa, picante. We like all that stuff. See, I'm whipping it up fast. Getting that air in them eggs, that'll make it better. When I get this, gonna get a little bit hotter. May have turned up just a little bit. I got it on 7 now. So I'm just gonna cook that a little bit more, cook those onions down, get a little bit more flavor in it. Hadn't put any salt in anything because the ham has salt. You don't want everything too salty. I've shredded my cheese. Now this is cheddar cheese that I hand shredded because it melts very good. You can use the bag cheese, but it doesn't melt quite as good, I don't think. That's a mild cheddar. It's not sharp. Okay, I've got these all done. I'm going to take them back out. They were done anyway, but it smells so good. If you don't like peppers, don't put peppers in it. Sometimes, and I should have cut my jalapenos out of the garden because it may be raining pretty soon. I may not be able to get them out. I got 2 jalapeno plants that have just been making like crazy. And I like to make cowboy candy out of them. But I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this out. I don't know if you can see. My arm's probably in the way. This was just an impromptu video, no planning. Just decided I would do it. Don't y'all like my little egg container? So cute. Now I'm going to put a little bit more butter in there because I like a lot of butter in mine. Whoop, dropped it. I cook on these mats. They're part of the oven liner or a grill. They can take heat from the pan. See, the stovetop does not get hot. Only your pan gets hot. You can put a paper towel down and cook, but it might get a little bit hot with the pan getting hot. Okay, and that's getting really good and hot. I don't want it too hot. And I'm going to pour my eggs in there so they can start cooking. See that? Okay, I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to cut this tomato up a little bit smaller because it's a little bit bigger than I want. I know Mr. Davis is going to want some jalapenos in his, but he's just going to have to add some pickled ones, which are good too. You can get jar jalapenos and put in, it's very good. We like a little bit of everything. I had some fresh cilantro, which I got some freeze-dried. I'd put cilantro in it, or parsley. Any kind of herb like that would be good. Even basil will be good in it. Okay, I'm going to take and we want this egg to cook before we put the other stuff in it. I'm going to just kind of do it like that so it can cook more. I'm just moving it around. It'll still cook solid, but we want it to be cooked all the way through and not have raw egg. when we get ready. I hope I can flip this, because being on TV or on a movie, it don't never do like it does when you just do it, you know. I'm not adding my pepper yet. I'm going to wait until I get my ingredients on there. See, it's not taking very long. Egg cooks better if you don't cook it too fast, I think. That's what I think. That don't mean that's what you think. Okay? So, this hurricane. They've canceled our school, which is smart. Canceled our ball games and everything for Friday. It'll be through here before then. Kind of messes up Labor Day, though, because a lot of people were coming down for Labor Day, I'm sure. They've evacuated campers and any visitors on Cape San Blas and in the low-lying areas. People come down here and, ooh, that's going to be a thick omelet, ain't it? They don't think about putting themselves in danger just for a vacation. I mean, like I say, we went to bed when Michael was out there and we thought it was a 2. Worst hurricane we've ever had. People still are rebuilding. My son, he's been working on his shop ever since Michael. Insurance isn't paying like it's supposed to naturally. But you got to keep going. My daughter, she's a nurse. She may have to evacuate with some patients. You never know. Thank goodness we have good nurses that care, you know. So, there's the cheese. I'm not going to put it all on there. Leave a little bit. Watch me. I always make them too big, but they still are yummy. I'm going to flatten this down some. We'll try to get under there and flip it. Now, this is the worst part, trying to get it to flip. If it don't do just right, see, I put too much stuff in there is what happened. But I like a lot of stuff in mine. Look at there, I messed up, y'all. But we're gonna fix it. I'm gonna let it cook. And then I'll flip it again. You hide the bad stuff on the bottom. People won't know it then. Like I say, I shouldn't have put all that stuff in there. I knew when I was cutting all that stuff up, I shouldn't put all that stuff in there. But y'all see everything ain't perfect. Like on TV, all them TV chefs, they make everything look perfect. Well, honey, it don't happen that way. Let me get another spatula to help me out a little bit when I flip this. But I'm going to let it cook a little bit more. See, my cheese is still not melted. My tomatoes are not done yet. Might should have let it cook a little bit more before I flipped it. I'm going to put a top on it. I'm going to show you how to fix this so people won't notice it. I'm going to take I got a top here that I use for stuff like that. Usually if I can find it. Just to get it really good and hot. You want it real good and hot. So everything will get good and done. It don't take very long. I need to get a plate. Got to put my pepper on there too. I better put some pepper on it. Mr. Davis loves pepper. And he, on something like this, we like the big flake pepper. That's all. Pepper makes it better. I used to wouldn't even eat pepper. We didn't grow up eating a whole bunch of pepper. But I like it now. It's funny how the older you get, your taste change. Okay. I'm gonna put that top back on it. Because we want it good and cooked. It's cooked, but we want it good and that cheese good all the way through. I think that's probably good enough. Now I'm gonna take this plate. Whoop. Do it like that. Now, look at that. Anybody know it didn't work out perfect? No. Looks perfect to me, don't it, to y'all? Now, how much you think that omelet would cost you in a restaurant? I'm gonna have to break out the homemade salsa for that. Turn off my stove and see how fast that was. You can make some toast and that's a complete meal. Can't get no better than that. Okay, I'll show y'all when we cut it and share it. Y'all, we're fixing to eat our omelet. And this is homemade apple butter that's made out of pumpkin, actually.
And I growed it.
Yep, y'all watched us cut it. So, Howard's going to say the blessing.
Thank you, Lord, for this beautiful day. Thank you for allowing us to be here today, Lord, to enjoy it. Thank you for all this good food, this good cook you give me, Lord. Thank you for everything you do for us. And bless this meal in Jesus' name. Amen.
And watch out after everybody in the storm.
Look at this omelet from locally grown
Home
chickens.
homemade chicken eggs.
Look at that good.
I believe I can taste the difference in the eggs. Now, I put ham in this, but if you got some sausage, just about any kind of meat will work good. If you don't like meat, just make it cheese. If you don't like onions, don't put onions in it. Or peppers. I got a friend that can't stand peppers. So.
Homegrown mayo.
But jalapenos would be good in it too.
That
We
would be
should have
good.
done that. Because we got plenty of them out there. So, I hope y'all try to make y'all an omelet like this. Like I said, if it don't turn out perfect, you saw how I turned it over and made it look perfect. Nobody knows the difference. It looks good to me, don't it? Do you? What you think?
I think it eats pretty good.
So, I'll be back and I'll show y'all about the storm as it starts to come. We start to get some rain, but I don't think that's from the hurricane, do you?
I don't know.
I think it's probably pulling stuff down. So, we'll be back.
We survived the 5.
Yep, Hurricane Michael. That's why I'm going to show them my stove in a little bit and the stuff that you need to survive. Talk to you later. Bye. Say bye. Bye, Mr. Davis.
Bye, Mr. Davis.